Hey guys, it's Professor Jose. I'm here with Professor Travis. So we're gonna show you today a little bit of a break in tie-ups from the standing position and creating a couple good opportunities. We're gonna look at a effect called punch and hook, where it's gonna allow us to get our underhook, right? So we're gonna start up in here. Let's say my partner's super heavy with tight here, right? I'm not able to separate. First thing I wanna do is I don't wanna just give up this grip free. I'm gonna do a little punch here, and then I'm gonna come back. And my hand is going to do the same effect, but I'm going to go for the inside of the elbow, right? My objective is to punch the elbow out and turn my shoulder just a little bit. When I'm able to do that, it creates an opening where now I can hook, get heavy with the underhook. My underhook, I'm not just going to reach over and keep my elbow wide. I want to go over the top, roll the shoulder downward, and put a lot of pressure on this particular part of his shoulder right here, okay? Now that I got here, I'm gonna use my other hand to come over the top of the weaker side of his head, and I'm gonna put pressure on it. My objective is to stay in motion, so I'm gonna circle this way, this way, this way, eventually getting closer to the single. Now, once I get closer to the single, you guys see my forearm in here? I like to use this option where I'm gonna step, push, and I can pick the single up from there, and right off the bat, I can work for my basic finishes, right? Now, again, it's a punch, hook, control, and I start getting that motion. And right here, Professor Travis takes away the angle of my single. If I can no longer touch the single, then it creates the opening for the ankle pick. But I am gonna drop down heavy, and then I'm gonna pick the ankle pick from there to be able to take them down, all right? One more time. One here is punch, hook, motion. I have my single, motion, he takes away my single. I have my ankle pick there. And I can always follow the arm as well, either to pin or maybe attack or set up other type of attacks as well, okay? Hopefully you guys like this way of breaking tie up and creating a couple opportunities for takedowns.
What's up, everybody? Professor Travis here with Professor Jose, and I'm going to be teaching you a technique from a sweep interception. So we're going to look at a situation where my partner is trying to set up a sweep, or what we call wrestle up. I'm going to intercept that and take his back. So let's have a look at it, okay? So a lot of times my partner's here, I venture a little too close, and he starts to sit up and he gets this angle. From here, he can start to work into a single and maybe take me down, or transition into a deep half. If I catch this in time and I sort of see what he's doing, I can put him in a position that not only intercepts what he's trying to do, but makes it very difficult for him to back out of the position. So again, as he starts to come up, I'm getting right here, posting and sliding. From here, switch, transition, right for the arm trap as I fall, and you notice his arm is nice and trapped, and I can finish my one arm rear naked. So let's look at it one more time, okay? So again, control. As he sits up, this arm is going to block right here. He wants to try to get to this position. I want to try to separate here. So as my arm shoots and blocks, my body offsets and my hand blocks the head. So one more time, as one motion here, and I drop my shoulder right on the back of his neck. See, this is where he's unable to back away. There is an option for a guillotine choke as well, but to keep this arm trapped, I'm going to step. Now, if you notice, his right arm is trapped in position as I sit. It's completely trapped here. I reach under and establish this underhook as my arm comes around. I may take this figure four grip and continue with the back mount, but if he's not prepared, I'll just slap the hand and shoot this arm through and take the choke. Now, let's say he is prepared. He tucks his chin right here, and I take this position. From here, I now have the option to slide up with my leg high into the neck, trapping his, continue to trap his arm and aligning my calf right with his neck while raising this arm up. From here, I slide here, corkscrew, and complete the choke. If he's not tapping from here, I'm going to loosen it up because this choke's actually pretty tight, but if, you know, in the real match he's not tapping, I do have an option for an armbar, or even one I really like is this wrist lock right here. All right, so look for this opportunity when you intercept their sitting guard with your underhook, transition to the back, and then from there you have a lot of options to finish. Let me know what you think.